Oh shit. Oh shit. Hi. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just so giddy. I'm just so happy. Let's go. Hey, hey guys, how have you been? Oh man, so I, as you can see, have been busy. I moved. I went back to work, Jesus. I have new studio space. Finally. Oh, how long has it been? Oh God, I'm not, nope. This is a very gracious sigh. Oh, shout out to my EP. He is the most patient. Oh God. So, six breakdowns later, I bring you guys my new studio. I hope you enjoy it. I'm still working on if I'm overexposed or really just this pale. Hmm, hmm. So today's video is about what battles are worth fighting. About a year ago or so, you know, I can't count in years anymore after losing one, but someone I used to know or kind of was in just the same space with for a period amount of time, like a school or work or an internship setting, like something like that. So put yourself in that frame of reference, right? So this person who I bumped into in my new adult life hit me with the Regina, you're the most emotional Sag that I know. And I had to ask myself, because I'm learning how not to be rude anymore. How do you know me again? Like legit. Like where did we cross paths again? I had to realize that there was a little part of me, a little part the size of a king cobra snake, a little part of me that was kind of like bothered by what they said. I guess I was being an emotional sag, right? As the kids say, it triggered me. And I had to realize that the trigger was, yo, you really don't know me. Like, you know of me. Um, you've had like some fleeting experiences with me, but to know me, that's such a huge, heavy four-letter word full of letters that we don't even deal with that much except for the two in the middle. But I digress. You know me? Yeah, I was triggered after that interaction. But then, secondly, I realized outside of being triggered by that reaction, I was annoyed by the fact that they felt so emboldened to like share their unwarranted opinion of me with me. Like, baby, that's none of my business. But more importantly, other than it's none of my business, I consider myself an open book to the point where you can ask a question if you want to know me. Just ask. Like, literally, matter of fact, I'll challenge you to it. Ask a question in a comment section. When I realize that it's there, I will definitely answer it. I'm pretty much an open book now. And being an open book, that don't mean you get all of the answer that you think you're looking for. I answer the questions that I am asked. Ding. So part of my reluctancy to going back to work was making sure that I did take care of some of the trips and triggers that I've had in the past, right? And this being one of them. My work colleagues often make assumptions about me in a lot of different work settings that I've been in, and a lot of different work positions that I've taken. I've recently convinced myself that if I step down in my positioning, then maybe my career or job of choice would be easier. It's not, and I'm not making the money that I deserve. I had to ask myself if I've solved this trigger as I re entered the workforce. I often feel misunderstood in the work setting. I traditionally have a sales or retail managerial type of job, and that setting lends space to a type of personality, that outward going, super bubbly, whatever personality, right? That on first on-site, it looks like I have. I would argue that I'm an introvert. I like to observe first. I like to take it all in. I like to know what I'm getting myself into before I actually just jump all in. Because I'm a jump all in. 2 feet, not holding my nose, screaming, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. But I'm going. So I want to always make sure that I make a conscious decision. In the retail setting, my experience has been that personality trait is not fully seen for what it actually is. However, the reason why I choose retail is because I believe that there's space for everybody. Again, the person who's going to sit back and play the background has great vision of the floor. They hear issues long before they become big issues. If you've ever been on a sales team with me, I am notorious for walking by and being like, oh, tell them this. Oh, say that. Oh, hey, did you see this? Yeah, I'm tooting my own horn because that is a skill set that takes something to develop, that stems from me observing first, me being quiet, me being able to play the background no matter how much it looks like I want to be in the limelight. In a nutshell, niggas be having me fucked up. So although I have a seemingly different personality, I'm still very focused on what the end goal is. If you've never come across a different type of retail person, right? Or person in general, because we can even take the work out of it and put any other scenario in it. Back to how I opened it up. Even in that scenario, that person didn't ask a question, probably because they didn't have the vocabulary to ask the question to get the answers that they were looking for. When we engage with people, at least when people engage with me, it's always that I, I don't know how to put my finger on it. When you add my quietness, my focus to getting whatever job that I'm out of the bed for done. In this new retail setting that I'm finding myself in, these things are kind of jiving up against each other and creating a very interesting dynamic for me. So, in my current work setting, that problem has manifested itself by, I guess I'm just too quiet. I don't engage in the conversations. Team is relatively younger. So, the things that they're talking about, I just don't have interest in. I'm not going to some of the places that they're going to. I'm not having some of the same experiences that they're having. And it's not my place to speak up and be like, oh, well, baby, when I was going through that, that's not what this is. I accept the fact that sometimes people just talk to talk. That's been my experience in the past when I've jumped in and been like, oh, hey, what about this? They didn't want that. Okay. Do you realize you're complaining? They didn't want the analysis. So sometimes people just want to talk. What's wrong with being a person who sometimes want to just listen? For me in the work setting, I'm just listening. Like I'm just taking it in. I am respecting that I'm not in this space either anymore or have never experienced it, or I want to learn from the opportunity to be in a space to just listen. I accept that that's weird. I can't accept that it's so weird that it causes anger. I can't accept that that is so weird that you want to fight it. I can't accept that. Two things are going on. Well, two additional things. We already talked about the I in the morning person, but two additional things. One, in this new phase of life that I'm in, I meditate. I'm looking for a calm and a peace and a something in me that is necessary and needed. And I ain't afraid to say it. I need some alone, peaceful time. Like when I am around people, I do have that weird ability to just focus inwardly on myself, staying present on what my hands are doing, what my body is physically doing, but also giving my mental brain that blockage of just resting, not really engaging, not really processing everybody's feelings or thoughts or whatever. I can be in a room full of people and be a silent, still, calm being, and nothing's wrong with that. We need to be able to possess that type of calmness and peace in us for the moments when everything around us ain't. That's what I do at the top of my day. I remind myself for those 4 hours, yeah, you have to so you can do other things. So, in accepting that I might be the problem leads me to my second reason about why I'm quiet is because I'm lost on why they don't just ask questions. Or why is, are you okay? The only question that you're asking. What you mean to ask is, why don't you say anything? It's too early in the morning. You see how simple that was? I don't understand. And look, we're both doing it. The clique of coworkers and myself, we both are taking it personal. But we're not doing the things to make this a more amicable situation. Although I'm in retail and what used to be my career, right? This is just a tool right now to facilitate some things. And so creating a lasting bond or lineage or whatever, that's not what this job is about. Like it's not that important to me. It really doesn't matter if these people know me or not. Because at the end of the day, I was focused on what I came here to do. It feels like now I am properly ordering what this space and time is. And I'm trying not to be rude about it again. After asking myself those questions, I then had to go on and ask one more. Is my process with new people, places, and things overcorrecting? Am I doing too much? Am I doing too much in acknowledgement or trying not to be? In this instance, I realized that I just don't fit into this team, into this culture, into this space, into the value system of the people that I'm working with. Whenever I'm in spaces where new nouns get me messed up, as I often say, I need to ask myself, did I belong in that space in the first place? Was that person supposed to know me anyway? When you come up with nah, then that's on you. You are the problem. You trying to fit in spaces that don't belong to you. You either too big or too small. Either way, it ain't yours. To equate it back to work. Retail is what I know. I'm good at it. I've been successful at it. Even when it stresses me out, I love the stress of retail. Or do I? Or am I just used to it? Have I just been holding myself in this space that I probably outgrew about 5 years ago. 10 if I keep it a real being with myself. It's a hard pill to swallow to realize that you just don't fit in a space that you want to be in. It's on you to figure out if you're too big or too small for the space you're trying to be in, and then correct it. The spaces that I've been too small to fit into, I've been running from religiously because I'm telling myself that I don't belong there. But baby, if you got it on you and it's holding on, then you know, wear it until you grow into it. It's nice to have those pair of shoes a whole year in advance, a whole summer in advance. So, Regina, stop running from the places that you are too small for. You're going to grow into it. And stop fighting tooth and nail to be in the places that you're too big for. And that was the realization with work, right? When I realized that I was kind of being alienated. And today was an interesting day. My manager hit me with all the shoulders. I don't know if you heard me. Ma'am, I literally first said, I didn't hear you. I was hearing something different. So, the ultimate question at hand to bring all of this full circle is, am I still triggered when I figure out that I just don't fit in? Honestly, a little bit. And that's only because I'm human. And I am probably the most emotional Sag that you know. I care, but not too much more about how people feel about me. I care about how I'm making people feel. And so I don't ever want to leave a nasty, malicious anything behind. I've done that in the past. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to give energy to the beast that I don't want to see grow. So, this work situation, I tell people all the time, don't send for G and she won't come for you. But it's that part. They ain't sending for me. That's just all they know how to do to get attention. And I understand that there are way better ways to get the attention that you're looking for. But I am so thankful to walk away with the opportunity to learn and check if I learned this lesson. I have to realize that 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody sending for me. I was going there, or I went there, or I kept myself there a little too long. I heard the rain coming and I didn't get up. Now I'm all crying because I'm wet. It is okay to shine if you notice that you shine bright. Continue to shine bright, baby. And it is okay to grow if you realize that you are not fitting in a room that you find yourself in. Because if you didn't belong there, trust me, that door wouldn't have opened for you. I give myself permission to grow, but most importantly, to be every ounce of me. And you ain't got to know me. You don't own me. And I'm not just one of your little toys. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Look, I love this studio. I don't care if I'm happy. I'm happy. And so I'm going to definitely share how I got here. But some things that will never change is I will always leave you with a lot of light. Because lighting is my next thing to learn and break down about. I will leave you with a lot of light. Because, man, if you keep on trucking, it's going to keep on trucking with you, baby. So let's go right on down the road. But most importantly, and as always, I leave you with a lot of love. And the love that you give to me, I give back to you a million times over. I try to commit myself to time or a regiment or whatever, it never works out. So just bear with me. Just be here. Just be here when I'm here. Not don't wait on me. I'll call you if you hit the button and subscribe. If you ask for notifications, then when I show up, you won't ever miss it. That's better than people in my real life. They don't get no notice. None. And I be darned if you get mad at me for popping up, because then I won't ever pop up again. You better take these blessings when they come, okay? I need way better friends.